Hope for the construction of the second Niger Bridge has brightened as the federal government is set to perform the groundbreaking for the project on March the 10th. This promise was made by President Goodluck Jonathan while receiving a delegation of Anambra State indigents who paid him a courtesy visit. Led by the outgoing governor, Peter Obi, whose tenure expires on March the 17th, the delegation thanked the president for his support for Governor Obi and urged him to extend the same support to the incoming governor, Mr. Willie Obiano.
A number of politicians feel that the best thing to do is to be abusing Mr. President or abusing the federal government and so on. That is, you are elected to develop your state. I think the best thing is to have a good relationship with the center. So we are the people who owe you the appreciation. Peter Obi worked very hard as a governor, very friendly to the government. He is a member of our economic management team as an honorary advisor to the president on finance and commercial areas. And he worked very hard, attended all the meetings, made very meaningful contributions. And in fact, I remember that even the day we announced that he may be leaving, in fact, the suggestion is that, look, we should still keep him, even if he's no longer the governor of Anambra State. We have agreed to come on Monday. So Monday is the day, Monday 10th, that's Monday 10th of this month, a few days to quickly do the groundbreaking. At least about 11 a.m. Monday morning, before we rush back to Abuja to inaugurate the national conference delegates. And I believe that after that inauguration, work will continue, if work is not already taking place there. The Minister of Works have briefed me that already they have done a lot of mobilization. So we are coming to do a real groundbreaking ceremony.
And now to the fuel scarcity. As long queues remain at filling stations across the country, the major Oil Marketers Association of Nigeria has said there is no cause for alarm. At some filling stations visited this morning, the situation revealed availability and sales of PMS to motorists. Queues of vehicles and kegs dot all major fuel stations and a handful of agitated customers. The Executive Secretary of MOMAN told Channels Television that the situation will soon be resolved as its members have now got supplies after some delays in obtaining permits.
It's different stories at different locations. Some deserted stations.
This is the fourth filling station I'm coming now. I could not get fuel, so it's better I rather go back to my office.
Elsewhere, long queues and patient motorists, some of them debating the fuel situation. And some very optimistic.
It's a problem anyway, but I know it will end soon.
Well, his faith seemed to work as a truck arrives laden with PMS. But what took it so long? Mr. Bafemi Olawore of the Major Oil Marketers Association of Nigeria has some explanations.
Because we were not able to import, and we were not able to import because we didn't get the first quarter allocation on time. Now we have it. We got it late on Monday last week. We've placed orders and the orders have started coming in. By this weekend, we should be able to have a better atmosphere at the petrol stations.
For those who already have supply, dispensing seems a huge task.
This Owando filling station on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway has been dispensing since about 7 a.m. this morning, and is still dispensing. We spoke to the manager in charge of the filling station, and this is what he had to say.
Most of the people on queue, they line up their kegs there. That if they cannot get in their car, they will get in their keg. And most of the people putting kegs there, they are artisans, hairdressers, business operators, business center operators. And most of these people, they want to stay in business. They want to keep their business going. So they have to buy in kegs. They can't put their generator on their head to come to the station to come and buy.
Meanwhile, The major marketers have a piece of advice for stations ordering the product in anticipation of increase in pump price.
There's no news about increase, and my contacts in government have also assured me that there's no move towards that particular area. So anybody hoarding should realize that sooner or later he will have a product, some quantity that he will not be able to sell.
Nigerians may have to wait some few days to see if the situation improves. Henry Ogunjimi, Channels Television News.
First Bank, truly the first.
Well, it's time now for business news, and here's Loretta Chiogo.
Thank you, Bimbo. The Senate Committee on Petroleum Upstream has threatened not to consider the budget proposal of the Petroleum Training Institute, PTI, until the school provides information of how much the federal government has so far paid for a training vessel for the institution. The chairman of the committee, Senator Emmanuel Polka, said the federal government approved the award of the contract for the acquisition of the vessel to enhance the capacity training of the institute in the oil and gas sector. Senator Polka said in spite of appropriation of funds for the vessel every year, the institution has still not taken delivery of it.
But on a very serious note, I think that
ministries and agencies of government have complained about inadequate funding in the proposed 2014 budget. They made the complaint while defending their 2014 budgets before different committees of the House of Representatives. The Director General of the Budget Office, however, explained that a drop in the 2014 budget estimates is meant to help attain a realistic budget performance.
In case there's need for...
Officials of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs appearing before the House Committee on Foreign Affairs, they're here to defend their 2014 budget estimates. The minister complained about the huge reduction in the overhead costs of the ministry, which he said has dire consequences.
There's been a huge reduction in the ministry's 2014 overhead budget as proposed, as against the 2013 approved budgets. This is grossly inadequate to meet our key activities in 2014. In addition, there has been a reduction in the overhead budget of our overseas missions for 2014.
This issue also came up when the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory appeared before the Committee on FCT. The minister said the budget given to the capital city is inadequate and could lead to abandoned projects.
Certainly, we have a lot of challenges that we'll later discuss with you. It has to do with budgetary provision. It is very country, and as you rightly observed, we will not be able to finish it. But certainly, in the same manner that we try to bring innovation and creativity to finish our projects.
The Director General of the Budget Office, however, defended the stance of the executive. Appearing before the Committee on Appropriation, the Director General said government agencies have been advised to focus on completing existing projects instead of starting new ones.
We say to them that attention and effort priority must be given to completing ongoing projects. So you need to put enough resources into ongoing projects, including ones that may have been started with whatever guise or name. Whether they started with the ministry or it's part of constituency project or whatever it is, it's already there in the budget and should be given that priority to bring it to conclusion and to exit.
Other agencies that were in the National Assembly include the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, which appeared before the House Committee on Anti-Corruption, while the Senate Committee on Water Resources also met with the Ministry of Water Resources. Lanre Lasese, Channels Television News.
In spite of the introduction of the Pre-Arrival Assessment Report, PAR, the release of cargoes at the Lagos port still experiences delays. The PAR, which was originally programmed to be issued within 6 hours, now takes weeks. This has led to several challenges, including high interest charges on funds used to finance the imports. The Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry says the trend isn't acceptable and wants the federal government to find a lasting solution. A statement issued by the chamber says the new arrangement being managed by the Nigeria Customs Service is fraught with capacity challenges. Some cheery news now for investors at the capital market, as the Nigerian Stock Exchange has commenced the cost reduction of its trade alert service by about 1.24 billion naira. A statement from the NSE says the introduction of an enhanced notification system, X Alert, will be charged at a flat fee of 4 naira per transaction. The X Alert is a service that alerts the investing public once a transaction has been made on their account. This is done via phone numbers and email accounts to enable the notification system work effectively. And still from the market, investors today bought 341.16 million shares with 4.83 billion naira in over 4,000 deals. Harriet Agbenyi tells us more from the trading floor.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. Market breadth closed negative at the end of Tuesday's trade as 25 stocks appreciated while 29 declined. Given up the almost 7 naira gain recorded on Monday, Nigerian Breweries was among the day's top 3 losers, shedding 13 naira 98 kobo from its share price. Other market bellwethers, including Nestle and Guinness, were also on that list. Lafarge Wapco Cement added 4 naira 46 kobo to its share price to lead GSK, Unilever, and 22 other price appreciators. Zenith Bank topped market volume with over 75.91 million shares traded, where key indicators dropped by 0.92%, with the all-share index at 39,199.41 points and market capitalization at 12.59 trillion naira. At the end of the day's trade, investors had in 4,993 deals bought 341.16 million shares with 4.83 billion naira. With those are the day's trading figures, I'm Harriet Agbenyi.
Thank you, Harriet, and that's it on Business News. I'm Loretta Chiogo. News at 10 continues in a moment.
First Bank, truly the first.
Still ahead on the news at 10, FIFA allays fears of Brazil's readiness to host the 2014 World Cup. That's on Sports News. Do stay with us.